What's up, guys? Acer Thorn here, and welcome to what, for the time being, is likely going to be the last episode of Let's Play Moonlighter on this channel. Yeah, I'm sick of this game already. Honestly, they're basically the reason I actually had to I really did have to force myself just to record this last episode. It really is that boring for me. Basically, it's just two things: dungeon delving and selling your loot. So, I mean, the idea here, there's no real objective here. It's just get loot, sell loot, get potions, get more loot, go to dungeons and get more loot, rinse and repeat. This is beyond repetitive. I mean, the Elder Scrolls games are sometimes criticized as having very little depth to them, and yet this seems even more shallow than before. I mean, the fact that these dungeons are procedurally generated obviously means that there's not going to be a whole means that there's very little variety to these dungeons. And it also means that they're never going to end. So, it's like basically everything that was wrong with Skyrim's Radiant quests, but nothing to actually balance, nothing to actually make it even more interesting, nothing to actually stop it from being just completely repetitive. In the Elder Scrolls, you went through dungeons and you collected your loot and you sold it, but that wasn't all you did. That wasn't the only thing that ever happened. On numerous occasions, there were hundreds of quests. There were people to get to know. There were things you could do. And there were houses you could buy. You could decorate your houses. You could purchase decorations, and you could make friends. You could rise through the ranks of factions. It wasn't just infinite dungeons. Here, I'll randomly generate some dungeons for you. Whatever power supplies them, it must be darn near infinite. It was more than just, here's some randomly generated dungeons, and that's all you really need. If you think you need more than that, well, I'm sorry, but too bad. So, I mean, there's one, there is one game mechanic in this game that I really kind of like. And that's the way that prices will actually fluctuate as if you try to flood the market with an item. Okay, I'll admit, that's a really cool concept. But if that's the only thing this game has going for it, you're coasting too much on the novelty of one concept instead of it being one game that could actually be one concept of about 100 revolutionary concepts. Like the Elder Scrolls gave us Radiant AI. People would wake up in the morning, eat breakfast, leave their house, lock the front door, head off to the pub, maybe even travel to another city for the day, and they would do all of that whether the player was around to see it or not. Like, you could place a poisoned apple in somebody's home, go off and do something else. You can go off and explore a dungeon like this, and at some random interval you get a quest update saying that he was now dead. I mean, it was just... I mean, it was just... that was just revolutionary. This doesn't even have that. It has procedurally generated dungeons, which just means that they're all repetitive. It has a supply and demand system with fluctuating value, which admittedly is pretty good, is pretty cool. And it has not a whole lot else. I mean, it would be so awesome if these revolutionary game mechanics were actually put behind a game that actually knew what it was, that actually had a lot to offer. Like, give me something I can use, like, give me a reason to actually care about all this loot other than just the money. The money should only be a means to an end. I should be trying to save the world from some demon god or some dragons, or maybe my son has been kidnapped and I need to go to the Institute to find him. But just money and wealth for its own sake. But now, in the Elder Scrolls, you can, of course, do that. Nothing is... I mean, there's absolutely nothing stopping you from just being in it solely for the money. While I certainly do not mind being given the option of role-playing as a mercenary, the key word there is option. I don't want to have to be... I mean, this is an RPG, right? The letters RPG stand for role-playing game. The most important part about a role-playing game is the ability to role-play. I want to be able to get in my character's head, figure out what makes him tick, and create objectives for myself, instead of having the game railroad me into an objective that'll never even end. And that's the thing here. This game has no end. The dungeons are procedurally generated, and they come and they'll just keep coming forever and ever. There's no point in getting invested. You're never gonna accomplish it. It'll just never there's no point in getting invested in any of these, because there's just no closure, I think is the word I'm looking for. So I'm sorry, but this is going to be the last episode for at least maybe, just maybe. There's something I'm not seeing in this game. And if you guys are a really, really big fan of this game, let me know in the comments so that maybe I can take this game up again sometime. However, I don't think you're going to post a comment, because frankly, of all the games that I've done LPs for up to this point, this LP seems to be the least successful. It's like I mean, I've only gotten maybe 1 or 2 views on this LP per video, whereas I can consistently get about 6 or 7 views on my other LPs. And none of them, and all of these, and of the few that of the one video that I actually got a thumb rating in this LP, it got a thumbs down. So clearly, you guys don't think I'm doing very good. You guys don't find my my stuff to be my work here to be as compelling as in the other games. So, sorry, but not sorry. For the time being, this LP is complete. As of the conclusion of this game, as of the conclusion of this episode, and so I guess this is goodbye, but I mean, I will still absolutely continue doing Let's Plays. I mean, I've gotten good feedback on the other games that I've done. I'm gonna keep up that, and I'm gonna keep improving myself. So I mean, because you guys have been consistently praising my jokes and my comedy, you've given me zero reason to believe that that I'm just a terrible Let's Player. It seems that this game is the exception to that. You guys don't seem to be all that engaged in what I'm doing. So, yeah, I guess this is just goodbye at this point. Whetstone, Teethstone. Maybe I'll take this up again sometime? Don't know when. I mean, I currently have no plans to. Otherwise, I wouldn't have spent practically my entire commentary for this entire video telling you that the LP is now over. But I honestly don't know what else to talk about. I'm selling my loot. I'm gonna keep I mean, I've already bought the game, so it's, I mean, this game didn't come on a disc. I can't just sell the game and get a, and then just have that be the end, and get my money back. Once I bought this game on Steam, that's it. I mean, game bought. They already have my money. So I might as well not delete this game from my hard drive unless I need the space, which currently I don't. So I'll definitely, I mean, if you guys can convince me to take this game up again, then I'll definitely consider it. But until then, I'm just bored of this game. I'm selling off all my loot, and after that, I think I'm gonna call it the end of the episode. This is probably the longest I've kept this store open. So I can't even sell all my loot. It kind of sucks. Glass lenses. Teeth stone. Oh, I didn't even set a price for these things. Great. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't have good commentary right now. I'm just trying to get all my gear sold, and then I'm gonna end the episode once I've got everything nice and sold, except my health potions. I'm gonna keep the health potions, obviously, but crap, did not mean to do that. I have no reason to sell the health potions because in the rare event I decide to start playing this game again, I'm gonna need them. Alright, you want... So you want a cheaper price on these things. Still want a cheaper price on them. But you'll take that, at least. So the, honestly, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I definitely love you guys. I'm not gonna... If you're worried about me just closing this channel, do not worry about that. I know you guys... definitely like... I have a handful of subscribers at this point in time, but so I'm definitely not gonna abandon you guys, but it's just this one game that I mean, I thought this was going to be super awesome. All the magazines, all the websites were saying that this is a game we need to watch out for. So I decided I was going to get this game when it first comes out. And I'm going to do an LP of it as soon as I can. But then it was just boring. The whole thing was just repetitive. Just there's no purpose to it. There's no I don't have any clear objective or anything. And because it's all procedurally generated, because it's all procedurally generated, it's never gonna end. I'm not even... There isn't even really a conflict to this game. I'm just trying to make money. The money isn't a means to an end, though. The money is the whole point of this game, which would be great, which would be fine, except that I prefer for there to be an actual story to my game, with my games, and a story needs to have a conflict. There needs to be something at stake here, and here there's nothing really at stake. I mean, I don't even need to cover my overhead costs, because I don't have any overhead costs. I don't eat. I already own a home. I got an achievement, as if that meant a damn. Yeah, I just got myself a Steam achievement. And I honestly don't even care about the achievement. It doesn't give me any sense of accomplishment. I don't feel like I've done anything. This game is so boring, and that's the last of my loot, so once that table goes, I'm calling it quits. Come on, you elderly bitches, come on. Let's... Jesus. Move over to the trading table. Urgh. Alright, you want me to restart the day? Fine, I'll restart the damn day. Just... Do I even need to continue the episode from this point on? You know what I'm gonna do. You know what? I'm just gonna end the episode here. If you guys think I have the potential to become a great Let's Player, then by all means, post some suggestions in the comments for how you think I can improve this channel. Also, check out some of the other Let's Plays that I'm currently doing, and if you think I have the potential to become great, be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. In the meantime, however, I'm Acer Thorn, and I'll see you guys later.